Hey, welcome to 64 here, and today we're going to continue on some more Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. On PC. Now, we're here, dancing around in Cortex Island in 1996 again. Now, we're going to be doing the inverted version. Well, at least for you guys, because I actually did try to record some of these, and I've been having some issues where unfortunately wasn't able to show everything. But the good part about it is that, at least again for you guys, is that I didn't get the perfect relic for all this. So, let's do that. Also, there is a reason why I'm using the retro skin instead of what I said earlier for both Crash and Cortex. And that is because the inverted effect is retro style. What other way would we have it?
There's an imposter me on the loose. Identical in appearance. Beady eyes, lips like two overripe bananas, skin like a jaundiced mole rat, a bona fide 10.
This infect, obviously because it is a retro fight, it does pixelate a few things, but it's more than just that. It actually adds more saturation to these things, just like how they were back in the olden days. And you know, I know it's just for the sake of the effects, but the fact that they did this actually does bring to light why we don't really see a lot of models just use that same saturation level as old back in the day. Because like, as fine as this may look for some people, on a professional level, especially since this game has Activision's name on it, it's not the greatest, and it does look like something you'd probably put on a PlayStation 2 if anything. And I mean that in a good way. Only other thing about this though is that on top of this there's also a high score for this. Oh my goodness, holy frick, I'm not doing that again. Like a high score counter where our Wumpa Fruit gauge is. It doesn't really serve a purpose on this, but then when did a high score of the older games serve the purpose? And I don't mean older Crash games, I mean games as a whole. I do recall that there may be some games that had like a point requirement, but those are games with whole ranking systems, not necessarily points, if you get what I'm saying. Now, the hidden gem for this, it's in this section, but take a guess where it could be. It's not right below us, like right here. It's not there. It could be under that platform. It could be under that box, or it could be something where you can just jump over and it's just hidden from the camera because the camera will be kind of like this. The answer? None of the above. I have no idea why they said, you know what, let's just put it behind there now. Like, that'll surely get them. And surely enough, it has. That's one of the few in this Cortex section that I just found to be super baffling in terms of the inverted version of levels. And by baffling, I mean because of how nonsensical it is, not necessarily in its general placement. Cause like placement, this is so far the least offensive one I've seen. Cause like even some of the original hidden gems require you to hit something or find something else. In fact, if you recall, the original version of Toxic Tunnels, in this same dimension mind you, actually requires that you go through the all gem room just so you can get that hidden gem. Which makes sense, because back in the olden days, when you finish a route, you get the gem. Whether you finish the level or not is dependent on what type of level you're playing. But that's generally just how it worked back then. No, the inverted version of this, while we still will have to go through the all gem route because of all those crates, it's just so funny I'm even saying that. I'll get on that later, by the way. But for this, the inverted version is actually outside of the whole route. Where it is exactly, I'll let you find out once we get there. Like, you're not gonna, well actually you probably will believe it, considering the inverted effect.
Listen to me! Please listen to me! Rude! Rude!
Ah, that was too early. Come on. I got scared. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the pattern for this, because holy frick. This section is just so annoying to go through. It's like every time after I die, I can get through it no problem. At least if that's the only section after... I think after not choking at that last section for a while from those attempts to re-record this part, I don't choke at the end anymore, so it's really just that section I'm having to struggle with, which that means I might as well just restart this. I'll just come back to when I get to the bonus.
I'm a stubborn moron who's going to destroy his own future! I'm a stubborn moron. Hey, wait a minute!
Oh, thank goodness. Holy frick, I can't believe it. Okay, now that I got through this part, now I still feel like I'm invincible, even though Aku Aku just got off Coco's face. Because now it's just a matter of getting through the rest of this. And the rest of this, with 2 extra hit points, is actually not that bad. Especially that end section that I keep choking on. Oh my god, if I had tossed away, what is essentially a relic run like this, just like that, I would have been so freaking upset. Because I tried to reach for the right trigger, but it ended up just giving me the freaking bumper and I almost slammed my victory away. Doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. Let's freaking go. Give me that. Give me that. Let's freaking go. Ah, I love it. Okay. Onwards to PS1 Toxic Tunnels. If I at least give myself a bit more leniency and just go for this on like a second or third trip, not necessarily in this fashion of going through the inverted verse, but I mean like in the actual level itself a second or third time, I feel like I'd have a little bit more time on being able to get everything on this, but just because I'm trying to get everything at once, it just feels like there's a lot on the plate. And even then, yes, there is a lot on the plate. You have 6 gems to worry about, having to travel through these whole routes in this one particular level on top of a single checkpoint. The flashback tape, which I still haven't collected from the original version. And to top all of that, the freaking insanely perfect relic. Oh my goodness. But yeah, other than that, like, this is actually a pretty nice level, and the music, especially with the inverted effect, is actually pretty sweet. It's just this whole section right here that makes it so hard. Cause like the level itself, I feel like if you skip this all gem route part, the level isn't super long. It's about as long as I'd say Just the other level we were playing. Freaking natural processing. But I don't know. Like, I just really need something to put more focus on getting through this without rushing through it like I've been doing for those past 2 attempts and then died for. Oh, frick. There we go. My goodness. Like, die from that of all things. And like I said, this level's pretty long, so this is just like, I wouldn't say the meat and potatoes of it. This is more like the freaking skin of the potatoes of it. And it really is unfortunate that the score doesn't do anything. Could you imagine if it actually gave you a function like the old, like let's say Pac-Man for example, where getting a certain amount of score actually gives you extra lives on top of this? Like, can you imagine how cool that would be if it actually had a secondary function? Just like how the first dimension, back in Insanity Beach, where you actually got to have the spin and the slide, as well as the slam, serve as like a sonar radar for all boxes and everything, as well as the general visibility of the level. Stuff like that, I think, would be pretty cool to have with these dimensions, as opposed to it just being effects. The effects themselves are cool, though, for the most part. Don't know how that even touched me, but this is actually the real concerning part, because there's a section that I'm sure you guys are aware of, where they decided to put a TNT on to get through this. I think I actually have a way to get around that freaking placement, but it would really require some skillful shenanigans here. Also, I realize you have to spin it at the enemy, not slide. Not sure why I ended up going for sliding at that part. Go away. Yeah, this section right here. Look at that! Exploit, baby! Believe it or not, we're pretty much done with this all gem room. But we're not done with this by a long shot. The level, I mean. Wait for me! I think, wait, it actually shows Koala Kong's face. That's actually pretty cool. Now that I actually got a good look at it, is this what he looks like? Okay, we're done with this section. Now we just gotta make sure we get through the rest of this without dying. At least until we get to a checkpoint. It's like when we get through these sections, I just really wouldn't prefer not dying altogether, but unfortunately, it just sometimes just can't be helped. Like it could because there's a whole collectible behind it, but you know what I mean. Skip all that. I am not going all the way up, trying to hit that dude over some waffle fruit. I keep forgetting they're called dingleberries in this version, but you know what I mean. Again. Okay, shock it up. I'm glad that never... I'm actually saying that out loud, I'm glad that never came through in terms of popular. Like, it didn't, you know... It didn't become the popular phrase. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad it went over there and not over there, because I would like to use this box. No! Ah, you gotta be kidding me, dude. But you know what? I can actually use this freaking video, if anything, as a reference for freaking getting the insanely perfect relic once we get to that point. So let's look at this as just an opportunity still. I still can't believe out of everything, I finally got through that, all that because I just missed the box. Oh my god. Okay, but even with the fact that I have to come back to this level eventually, I can at least say I can get everything else no problem. I'm not sure if this is a thing for all the Emperor levels, but for some reason, the music has actually changed. Like, the music does not change, I mean. Oh my god, it's not enough to reach. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, 3 boxes? Oh, right. By the way, if you're not used to the tech, if you're not like down with the tech of just spinning so you don't end up jumping on this thing, I would actually suggest learning this because it's actually pretty freaking helpful throughout all these bonuses. Like, if you don't have it down, the general thing about this is that you want to spin, you want to touch, or rather land on the steel crate at the later half of the jump. I'm dead. Okay, never mind. On like the later half of the jump, later half of the spin rather. Because like once you land on it, you'll still spin, but it kind of cancels out the bounce from the crate. Kind of a thing from, what was it, Crash 2? And I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but it never got patched out, so I'm just going to assume it was either severely overlooked or was intentional. Which, if it was intentional, nice. I love the acknowledgement. Now, guess where the freaking hidden gem is here? To give you a hint, I'm gonna skip out on those boxes. Time's almost up. Alright, time's up. Oh, frick. You know what sucks about dying though? Like, not just the fact that I miss out on the instantly perfect relic, but I think I can actually get the flashback tape in this section too. For this level, but now I can't.
What must I do to prove myself? Mother's name, Sharon. Childhood pet, broth with googly eyes. Favorite food, buttered noodles. Butter on the side. Embryo, change the password to my diary. This brute's been snooping.
But yes, you see all that saturation with the level effect and everything where I can barely see the boxes? Stuff like this in a 3D game just does not work. Like, it worked in older games because like the textures and not to mention the general use of like CRTs and everything wasn't at the level where it is was at the level where it is now. Stuff today was just pretty much made for like clear, more transparency with the visuals and graphics, whereas back then you had to use certain techniques just to make everything visible and work on CRT TVs. Like they were an old technology, mind you. What? I got the crates. I'll think back on that later. Chances are I probably missed it from that lava section like I was just mentioning. But let's just keep moving. Missing 3 boxes, especially since I was going to miss out on the Insane Perfect Relic anyway, isn't the worst thing. But now, it's time for me to use Crash and the... Well, not yet, never mind.
You'll never find me, Neo Cortex. This castle is a maze. I alone know all of its secret halls and passages. Like the one behind the portrait of Grandfather that opens when you press on his triangular fossa. But how?
Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that's actually where the the hidden gem for this level is. If you don't see it, don't worry, you'll see it when we get there. Okay, I'm sorry, I just have to pause so you guys can hear the music, because holy frick. The original music already goes in, but hearing this version is actually crazy. So far, so good. And already halfway to our next one, to the freaking second gem already.
I've had it up to here with your games, you lout! Lout? Why, I never!
What is it? Am I seeing double?
Embryo, quickly!
Well, I already got it, so I'll just skip out on that. I'm gonna have to come back to this level anyway for the original version, so I'm not too worried about dying that much. Yeah, the original... Oh, no, it's this version. Holy frick, I got it mixed up. I'm definitely gonna have to come back. Let's see. It's just the 3... Yeah, it's just the max 3. I'll just save the... I think I'll just come back to this. If I die again, though. There you have it.
No, Edrio, I am.
Ding dong, ding dong! Oh my, sounds like the doorbell. I'd better go see who it is.
Okay. Ooh, don't do that. Holy frick. Okay, but yeah, back in it. And now... to just use the export where you don't even have to really use Ika Ika. Sorry, bro, but... there are too many advantages to pretty much circumvent the need to use you. At least if you actually know how to get around that. If you don't, you're probably better off just using them as normally intended. Not to mention, there's this section where you are going to have to use him, whether you like it or not. He seems pretty chill, at least the first half of him was. I'm so glad that does not count. Like, look at it. It just shaves, like, the other section just shaves off her freaking head if that was the case. But let's not put that kind of energy on people's heads. Yeah, sorry about that, Aku.
Struggling. Don't make me.
What? Oh, that counts?
We have an evil doppelganger situation. I'm not a doppelganger. No, forget it. There, that'll shut me up.
Oh, frick. Nice! Let's go. Got everything back now. Let's go. Give me all those gems and... perfect relic.
I won't let me fail. I mean, fail differently. I mean, oh, crash!
Yeah, so, for one thing, I am actually going to use Crash for this section, since this is a timeline level, and we are going to be using pretty much his perspective of what he's been doing the entire time. Now this level, oh frick. Yeah, can be a bit difficult if we're trying to get accustomed to boosting.
I won't let me fail. I mean, fail differently. I mean, oh, crash!
But yeah, so as I was saying, like, this is actually going to be very different with how we're going to have to get used to boosting, because every distance feels like it's so precise if you try to boost. Don't even get me started on talking about the time trial for this. Holy frick. And actually, this is probably the first level I can think of that sort of punishes you for trying to mindlessly boost, because like if you try to boost right there, those matches would for sure get you. If you try to boost here, there's a TNT hidden in all of that. Just to be mean. And the hidden gem is actually in a nicely, not like an aptly or rather appropriately suited secret area. I think there was an extra life in there, but oh well. I actually really dig this version of the Cortex Castle thing for the timeline level. But what I don't dig is that now we are at a point where pretty much I'm thinking I'll let the death slide this time, because there's, like I said, there's always the inverted version too. Remember that. That the I forgot what it was just because of that death. Good lord. God, so much has changed. So much has changed since the last few years when I first played this. Like from when I first played this to where I am now playing this for a playthrough, it's just like holy frick. Can't remember what I'm saying for the life of me at this time. But yes, what I was supposed to say is that like you want to be careful where you're boosting throughout the entirety of like his level here, because they do put that stuff there on purpose just so you can get hit. If you get too careless with boosting, like right there, you have to blast. You have to think ahead of time. I tried to get in a sweet spot, but let's just roll with it. All the way back here? Oh my goodness, I might actually restart after all. If it's just gonna put me back here anyway. Yeah, this is, I would say, probably the most difficult timeline level because of how precise you kind of need to be with the character section. Like, even if you ignore the fact that he can't double jump, it's pretty difficult on its own. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. Even if we got the hidden gem, there actually are just some crates in there in general that I thought I hit it. Frick. Yeah, I already hit 3 deaths, so I might as well just do this, because the thing is, even if we get through Cortex's section, when we get back to Crash, it's going to take us to that section where we have to use all the quantum masks, and you can bet that everything in that section is going to be very different. Holy frick. I will say this, on one of my previous attempts to record this section, the game actually kind of froze at that spot where I tried to boost back into the castle. The castle walls, anyway. What the heck was that? Y'all saw how that blast just went completely on the side? Despite that I never even turned around? That's another thing that's been constantly happening. With at least this particular level. So I guess there's just something going on here. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't just shoot that box over there, so we have to just do that. It does make me wonder how much ah, come on. How much would be difference if you had the ability to double jump with Cortex? Like, I'm pretty sure you'd still have to maneuver around all this as is. It's just, it wouldn't be as demanding as it is now, I guess. It's a pretty good level regardless, it's just holy frick. What the heck is that sound effect? Like, I'm not gonna make a whole nitpick over that, it just sounds so weird. Okay. I forgot to shoot it and I was off anyway. Okay. I think I'll just get to where I get past that whole section over there. Including where that one enemy is, where he just shoots the living crap out of me.
There must be a way for me to reason with me.
I got scared. I'll be honest, I got scared. Holy frick. Okay, there we go. And I can just blast these. What? Oh, come on. Okay, that's what I get, I guess. Like I said, you kind of have to be patient with some of this stuff on top of this. Ah. Oh my god, I really want to have to deal with the 3 deaths gem on top of like having to get the insanely perfect relic, because if I do have to worry about that, that just means I also have to come back to this version of the level specifically. Since the 6 gems for some reason aren't shared between both variations of these levels. Like, I feel like collectibles on this whole game would be a lot, I wouldn't say easier, but a lot more forgiving. Why did I jump again? I guess I'm just too used to the fact that you need to jump off a platform like this. It's been a while since I've ever just ran off a platform and it works. Only times I can recall this being a thing is just a certain platform fighter, but that's about it. Or, you know what? No! Oh my god, they gave me Aku for this. Oh, this is even worse. It's literally the Mask of Shame. No offense to Aku, but when you're given this for 5 deaths, at least for my playthrough, I want to make that very clear. I want to make it clear that, like, whenever I get Aku, it's just embarrassing for me because, like, it's not something that I'm normally accustomed to. Anyone else having issues with a level like this, where I know it's difficult, would just be a little unfair to say that they're bad at it, you know?
Why can't I be more reasonable like I am?
Ha 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 ha. Okay, anyway. Not like it matters. Wait.
Masquerade as me, will you? Well, I'm you from the future, you idiot! I'm not an idiot! You're the idiot! Idiot! Get him!
That dude got socked. Anyway, now that we got the hidden gem, let's go through Crash's section. Ooh.
Help! Quit struggling! Don't make me! Help! Anyone! We have an evil doppelganger situation!
There's a whole wall on this now?
No, forget it! Help! There, that'll shut me up.
There's a whole wall section for that now. There's a crate you have to pay attention to on this section. And this one. And this one, although this one's not really that crazy. I probably pressed it too early. Not like it matters, because like I have to come back to this version anyway. Oh god, what did I do on that section with Akano up here? I think I've mentioned this before, but with the exception of Lani Loli, whenever you do a slam, oh no, Lani Loli and Ika Ika. Actually no, I think Akano's the only one you can't do this with, but like, generally speaking, you can't really cancel out of the slam. Okay, so this part's pretty much the same. Oh god, they really spread out the TNTs in this part. Okay, so this part is pretty much the exact same as just the original version. With the exception of that crate. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I hit the crate too. Every time. God, I hit an hour on this, and not only do I still need to do the inverted version of this, I still have to go back and do the boss too. Also inverted.
I won't let me fail. I mean, fail differently. I mean, oh, crash!
Oh, holy frick. No, this actually looks this section looks freaking awesome on the freaking inverted version. Oh my goodness. Like, it looks like super dark and everything. Like the way I feel like this whole section is supposed to be, just like in the original. Oh my god, even the blaster. Okay, this is honestly too much. Now, what won't be too much is that now I have to find out where the heck the inverted hidden gem is here. Is it in this section anywhere? Doesn't feel like it. Let me try landing. No. Okay. I don't know what it is about that section, but I feel like there's something in the middle of all that. It feels like I'm hitting a switch, but not quite. Not here either. Oh god, this looks so disorienting going through this in reverse now. Even when I just played this. Oh frick, okay. Gonna blast that. Even though the hidden gem is not in that section, we still need to go up there for the sake of the crates. Because, yeah, let's put the crates in there too. I believe I was missing a crate too. Like, I know I was missing one crate, but where is it? Let me see. Let me jump up. It's probably somewhere we have to jump. No? Just not that section as a whole. I feel like there's a different way you're supposed to do this, but I can't help but feel like this is the way they want you to do it. This right here. Okay, we're almost there at the end section now. After this blast.
Stay away from me to reason with me.
Okay, shoot the left first this time.
Why can't I be more reasonable like I am?
Again. Ha! I feel like there's maybe a hidden crate somewhere that I'm missing. It's not over there, because that'd just be cheap. Wait. What if I go back? Except you can't. Okay. But then where the heck is that crate is? Where the heck is that crate, I mean?
Help! Quit struggling! Don't make me! Help! Anyone! We have an evil doppelganger situation! I'm not a doppelganger! I'm... No, forget it! Help! There, that'll shut me up.
Cause I got that crate too. Let's see. No, that wasn't the hidden gem. Yeah, it's not like there's a platform down there anyway. Okay. Wait, I didn't miss this crate, did I? Do you guys know if I missed that crate? Because, like I said, things have changed and like, I'm having the hardest time focusing all this at once. Wait, what if? Wait, ah! Well, ain't this a situation? I jumped! Once again, I jumped. What did I miss? Oh my god. Some things just do not change. But they wouldn't be evil enough to put a crate above this section, would they? Ah, no way to know now. No? I got them all here? What? I'm so sad because, like, now that I know I got all the boxes, the fact that I died there just, oh well. And I still haven't even found the hidden gem of all things. I'll definitely need to come back for this. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and find out where that hidden gem is for this version. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God dang it. Alright, on to the final boss. Alright, the final boss, Cortex. Just like Crash 1. Yeah, I remember back in the Crash 1 boss where we had to jump on these things.
Resistant! Help! Unbelievable! Just relax and accept non-existence.
What's funny about this is that even though I'm joking about the whole thing about this being like the PS1 thing, there actually was a boss like this in Crash 3, or Rafa Cortex actually, yeah, Rafa Cortex, where you have to go through this, hit some stuff. In this case, it's actually just hitting the shoot-o-matic.
Time out! Time out! Annihilate! Fire! What's the matter? Afraid of the searing, deadly laser? Careful! I might flip! Yes, your whole world is upside down. Confused? Disoriented? I can see your tiny brain cells frying themselves. Unbelievable! Assistant, go!
I really don't have much to say about this boss, by the way. If it wasn't like, cause like it's just the same boss except with the effect on it. Holy frick! I was wrong. I was wrong. That's what I get. That's what I get for taunting. But yes, it is just the same boss except inverted and just the whole video game effect onto it.
Cower before Cortex.
Really unfortunate there isn't really much to say on this boss in particular, because, like, I actually do like the whole thing from both this game and Wrath of Cortex, where you have to fight these masks off of Cortex. Cortex's clutches. The only difference is these aren't initially evil like the elemental masks were.
Unbelievable!
Oh frick. Okay, I thought I wasn't off on that.
Persistent, go!
What the heck was that? Did y'all see it at the last second? Good lord. Okay. After finally going through all this, we are now with freaking, oh my god, Wanda the Wombat. I love it. We're still got a lot more to go with collecting everything, and I think I'm gonna start with these two, the freak as Wombats. Let's see. 91%, not bad. The only thing is that we have to go through, before we get to the time trials of this, we're pretty much nearing the end game for this. We gotta go back and collect all of the gems we missed, all of the perfect relics, and the remaining flashback tapes. Once we get through that and the flashback tapes, then that's when we continue onwards with the time trial version of all these levels, and then the flashback tapes. So, this is going to be a heck of a journey. This is Tortoise Voice on. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural, stay truly just here alive, and of course, as always, stay warped. Stay warped!